This is a Gemelina tree. We call it the wonder tree because in 7 years you can now cut it for lumber. It grows very fast. This is now acacia. Now this is also a good lumber, but if you use this after several years, for example, you make a door, then your door will bend, no? So it is not quite good. So another acacia. And going here, what you can see, the tall one, it is a mahogany tree. Mahogany tree, and it is very straight. It is being used for electrical post. However, today we are now using metal post. So let's go uphill. Yan. So in here we have planted calamansi. As I recall it, we planted almost 1,200 calamansi. But because of lack of water, it did not result as expected. And look at that. The grass swallowed the calamansi. But this calamansi are bearing fruit during their season. So again, these are Gemelinas. So this is 1.69 hectare, and the rest are grass. So this can be used for dairy farming. You can have your goat, you can have your cow, you can have your carabao. So let's go here. There is a bamboo, and this is I planted this. This is Nara tree. Nara tree is the national tree in the Philippines because of its beauty, and it is very hard. It is a hard wood, a good wood that is being used by the sculptures. They're making chairs, sofas, frame of mirrors, etc. And Nara furnitures are beautiful. So look at this. This is the upper part of the property. So I am planning to make a pond, not a fish pond, but only for a source of water. If the water will be stored downward, in the lowest part, now we should pump it to the highest part, and then if it will be stored here, if there is a small pond, now we will make a swale. Swale, it is like a canal, and when the water fall, for example due to rain, the water first will be stored to the pond, no? And if the pond will overflow, again that is my nara, no? I also planted it. Then that one, and that the other one. So there are 3 of them. That 4th one, 4 nara tree survived. Oh, this is peep. So what I am saying, my brothers and sisters, if we will have a pond here, we will excavate, we will dig a small pond which will store the water when it rains, and afterwards if it will overflow, the water will go to the swale, and the swale, the shape or the direction of the swale is just like a snake, like this. Yan. Swale, ganyan. So that when the water flows here, for example, if that is the pond, then it will flow here, then downward, then another downward. Now the water will soak into the ground, no? The water when it overflows will soak into the ground, and of course it will be used by this land. So look at this. We attempted to plant here thrice. First we planted the coconut, but it dies. Second, we planted calamansi, which also perish. Third, we planted again coconut, but to no avail. So this is the result. There are mahogany. Oh, we planted mahogany pa pala. We planted mahogany. So those are the mahoganies who survived. They survived because when the water flows there, it will be sipped by the plants at the edge of the property. Now there is a bamboo. Now if these plants and trees sip the water, it will be passed. It will be passed to the succeeding trees. That is why they survive. So in this area, there's nothing. There's nothing. They did not survive. So what we're going to do here is that we will make a swale, so that the water will be stored. Look at that, mahogany. So this is a very big property which is suitable for a madrasah, for a school, no? For a school. I think it is the wisdom behind that for 4 attempts, all plants died at the middle of the property. So only those which was planted at the edge or near the fence survived. So look at this. This is the property of there's a bird, huh? Oh, do you see it? So if there's a bird, there is a what? There may be an egg. Huh? There may be an egg. So maybe that is the wisdom behind that nothing survived at the middle of the property. So inshallah, Allah will make this property a madrasah. No? Madrasah. We will build a mosque. We will build classrooms solely for recitation of the Holy Quran. And I think the other Islamic sciences will also be undertaken here. But after the madrasah, which will specialize in tajweed, will be established. So look at that beautiful mahogany. Huh? So we planted thousands of mahoganies, but only this mahogany survived. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So this is a beautiful place for a madrasah. Yeah, inshallah, we are asking for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessing. And inshallah, there's someone who will help us to build the madrasah and a mosque here.